Oh, hello, Roger. I'm just here at our decorated devices footballer Scott Burgess' house.
Well,
and
you say so.
fellow cast member of Jump Leads. Scott, today we're going to ask you a few questions about your footballing career and just general interests.
And some football career, I'd say.
So, what would you say are your general interests, Scott Burgess?
General interest, well, fatherhood would have to be one of them these days.
Interest and lifestyle choice, I feel.
Lifestyle choice.
So then, Scott, when did you first discover your passion for football?
I would say that when I developed any passion for football was when I would have been 10 years old at the time. I mean, I wouldn't say it was until that point where I really felt interested, but when I got to that age where I had a kick about, and I thought, well, if I actually tried a bit harder, I wouldn't be as bad at it, because obviously, but I had a kick about and I enjoyed it one day, and I felt as though I had a reasonable game.
A natural ability, some would call it.
Realised that, well, if I actually tried a bit harder, I wouldn't be so bad at it. And that day just happened to be a good day for me.
Would you say that watching football on television would give you a passion when you were that age, 10?
Well, at that point, I didn't really necessarily have the patience to watch it for a full 90 minutes, probably not even a full 45 minutes. But I mean, nowadays it's much more easier. It's one thing I find that can be a way of unwinding, shall I say? I mean, I want to use the saying that I suppose it is therapeutic in a way to watch a game and also following a game. I mean, we have all these internet sites like Twitter, BBC Sport app. I mean, I follow a game of football on Twitter. Doing it for too long can maybe hurt your eyes a little, but
you don't want to get square eyes. So then, Scott, every keen footballer has always an idol that they look up to and aspire to emulate. Who would you say was yours?
Oh, Alan Shearer, without a doubt. I mean, on the front of a Match magazine once, I saw the word Shearer on it. Dad, is Shearer a striker? I asked him. Top striker, Scott. He'll be the first Premiership player to score 100 goals, I reckon.
Your dad predicted that, did he?
No, not really. That was just but he was indeed the first striker to score 100 goals in the Premiership. And I have to say, with the build-up to Euro '96, I mean, Alan Shearer hadn't been scoring goals regularly.
Going for a bit of a dry patch.
He was going through a dry patch. I think he'd gone 12 games without a goal for England.
Now, Scott, we're going to move on to your own professional career. Playing for Roud, and then in the twilight years, the Cavalier. So would you like to talk me through that, Scott? Some highlights of your career?
My beginning of Sunday League football was playing for Roud under Stacey Cresswell. I seem to remember, I'd say that one of the best moments, the standout moments, was scoring that goal against Cooper Avon in 2004, and I think that might have been the winner. But yeah, it was a great day, great occasion, and Roud won the game, and I had a big part to play in it, so it was a standout day for me.
Was it a good goal, Scott? Would you say it was
I seem to remember it came in from a corner. I think I took a touch, and I felt as though I was at a tight angle, and I just thought, I want to get it in from here. I hit it, went through the keeper's leg, and I saw it nestle beautifully in the corner.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was ecstatic as the
Would you say that's one of the Best feeling, Scott, watching a ball gently caress around the net.
Oh,
And
it
you go off
could be.
celebrating.
Could be a better experience than that. 3 years later, I scored a goal in a cup match up I think it was over at Westbury, and we had a bare 11. I was part of the 11. We managed exactly 11 players, and I think we won that something like 7-3, and scored a goal. I mean, I thought Mullins would have, obviously, Jamie would have. He hit the ball, keeper managed to stop it, and I was there to tap in the rebound. But I think Jamie'd scored a few goals in that game, and we'd won, so I don't think he was too worried about that. But I think he was pleased that I scored. I certainly was pleased that I scored in that game.
You need to make sure, don't you, as a striker?
Yeah, yep, and I think that put us something like 5-3 up at the time. So.
Also, with the great joy that comes with scoring a goal, you get an adrenaline rush, and it's only natural to celebrate afterwards with your teammates. Have you got a favourite celebration?
I didn't really do this at Roud, but I scored on my debut for Cavalier. I'm going to claim the goal.
Is there a dispute with the goal?
I don't know why, because it was clearly my goal.
Yeah.
A pass back from a defender to the keeper. We were playing Steeple Ashton that day. We were playing it in Corsham, and the Steeple Ashton defender had knocked it back to his keeper. I don't know why the keeper did this, but he seemed to put his hand up and allow the referee to decide it was a goal, and I just came and tapped it in. I was like, I'm claiming this, so I ran away doing the aeroplane, and...
you think you got there before it went over the line then?
Of course I did, I know I did.
Yeah.
On this award for Special Service Award for Cavalier, but I mean, I was very committed to the team for 3 years running, and I felt I gave it everything I had. I mean, I wasn't one of the most gifted players, but I would turn up each Sunday and give it as much as I could for the team. Unfortunately, I don't want to say unfortunately. I think there only seemed to be so many people who perhaps did want to play, and credit to the ones who did. Won't talk about who didn't, but the ones who did want to play, you have to give credit to, really. But they've battled on. They've still got a team now, and they're doing better. So fair play.
It was about that time when you got this nice award here that you retired from 11 side Sunday League, wasn't it?
It was. People might ask questions why, but there was. I mean, I wanted to concentrate on fatherhood really, and I felt as though I did as well as I could. I mean, and fortunately, we were bottom of Division 4. That was the lowest division at the time. I decided it was time to call it a day, really. There's other things I concentrate on now, not necessarily playing football. There's a lot of other aspects which I feel need covering in life.
There's more to life than football, and we'll be moving on to that shortly.
Football is but football was certainly a
big part.
Has been a hobby of mine, but you need to learn that when the right time is to hang your boots up, as they say.
So outside of football, Scott, comedy plays quite a big role in your life, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. I like to watch a good comedy, carry on films.
The ability to laugh and make people laugh. Have you got any jokes for me today, Scott?
One specific joke that I do tell people is about a specific sportsman, athlete, He was well known in the world of athletics, not only for his athletical ability, but also
other
the fact
reasons.
that the fact that he was an Olympic gold medalist, but also
which
for the
athlete
fact
are we?
that.
What athlete are we talking about here, Scott?
Well, the joke is, which famous person takes a lunchbox to work with them? The answer is Linford Christie.
And that well thought out joke takes us nicely onto athletics, Scott, and your passion for the sport.
I used to have a passion for the sport, but I got to a point in the end where the enjoyment was no longer there. I'd say that during competitions, when you used to travel the distance, I'm trying to think where the furthest I had travelled. We travelled to Herefordshire once, and I don't know whether that was the furthest we'd travelled, but when you're getting ready for an event, you don't know too many people. You wouldn't say that you're in a team with people who you necessarily consider mates, because there's a lot of them you just don't know. You've never seen them before, and you know that you've got to sort of compete with them.
So Scott, we're going to close this interview now, but first I would like to know a bit more about what your proudest moments in your life are, and some of your life goals and your current situation regarding your personal life.
Well, becoming a father in 2010 to Regan, that was a very emotional moment. I mean, we have some great times together. We have a laugh together. Can I include Natalie, or is that not right? Yeah, this year I've entered a new relationship with a nice girl. Her name's called Natalie.
One final question. It's been wonderful interviewing you and being invited into your humble house. And the question is, what goals would you say you had left to achieve in life? Is there anything you feel that you need to achieve or would like to achieve?
There is plenty, but anything specific? Well, playing football later is I need to try and have a good game more than anything, and try and be on the winning team. Just do what I can, and usually I feel as though I have. But if you've gone out there, given it everything, enough so that you can enjoy it, then fair enough.